Okay, guys, it's the 27th of August, and this is a quick how to get going in Valentis or in the Slim Roast Optimum Coffee or the Slim Roast Optimum Cocoa. If you're joining this business, and we have a myriad of great products, don't get me wrong, but those are the two items that we focus on that gets people excited big time because weight loss and coffee, weight loss and chocolate. Usually it's get rid of the chocolate. Okay. I thought it was a crock of baloney, quite frankly. Back in May of 2018, a friend of mine, Chuck Hansen, who's an international renowned network marketer, a legend in the business, he's talked to me over the last 10 years on 20 different programs, I must admit. And probably we participate in a couple together. And the majority of them are dogs. It's just, they're startups. There's reasons. I look at a lot of things differently than I do most people do because of my experience. I've been involved in the network marketing industry for over 41 years, since 1976, and seen it and done it. Most people don't get involved in these types of things to make a lot of money. What they want to do is just to provide something that they were introduced to some of their friends and family and make a few bucks. Um, you don't have to peddle products. You can if you wish. Nothing wrong with peddling products. We are a mercantile industry in Canada and the United States and North America. Our business with this company is actually a seamless, international, worldwide, and we do it with the newest technology known to man today. And that's one of the reasons I looked at this, is because one of the things that enticed me was when I wanted to lose weight. I didn't want to be adding and subtracting macros and micros, and I didn't want to be counting calories, and I didn't want to be counting grams of fat. I didn't want to be watching every bite that came into my mouth. I mean, I just didn't want to do that. I was 287 pounds. Today I'm not. I'm 245 right now. I had gone down to 228 by using this product. And then I started eating everything that didn't walk too fast or fly too high. I'm not proud of that. I thought, oh God, this is so easy. No, this enhances your ability to say no. It does a lot of things. There's actually 7 different things that this product helps you with. It helps with serotonin, and it helps as a mood enhancer for a lot of people. And I can go on and on. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not into the product, not into getting into the details of that. What I want you to do is, you obviously like the product. Someone showed you this product, gave it to you to try. You liked it, and now they're giving you this video for you to take a look at being part of it. And oh no, do I have to go to meetings, the hotels, look out the windows and the doors? And no, if you're part of the NFL, the No Friends Left organization, we get it. Most of us too. Like my buddy used to say to me every time Chuck would get a hold of me, is like, oh my God, what do you want? What does he want? I said, I don't know. I'm going to find out. Why? Why do you listen all the time? Because he's a guy that everybody in the world will contact about something. And then there's going to be an innovation or a concept or a product or a service or something that he's going to come up with that I'm going to really like and that I may participate in. If not, it doesn't matter. What does it cost to listen for 5, 10, 15 minutes? I've never learned from anybody that thought the same way as me. And that's how I approach life, and that's how I've always approached it, because you can be the smartest person in the world, and a computer, you just a few clicks and you can find out anything you need to know. That day is over. Now it's about what you do with your smarts. And if you're smart, you want to create some time for you and your family and some revenue. That's my opinion. If you live in a society like ours, other places don't have that opportunity, and I'm not going to get into the politics of that. However, what I am going to talk to you about is getting started quickly in this business for you and your family. And the best way, someone showed you this. It was either someone I personally involved or someone above me or below me. If you know how that goes, it's not a pyramid system. In any workplace, you have people ahead of you because they've got more experience. They know the ins and outs. They're usually in a managerial capacity or training capacity, et cetera, et cetera. And the new employees are usually indoctrinated and trained and taught, and they have to learn. You've gone through all this in any type of workplace you've ever worked in. This is no different. To take this not seriously is a big mistake, because this pays extremely well. You don't have to do anything. It's like going to college versus high school. High school, you had to go to school because your parents made you and the government made you. When you went to college, you didn't have to, or you went to a trade school, you didn't have to do anything. All you had to do was pay. And that's the thing it is in business. So if you're going to get involved in a business, if you were a plumber and you apprenticed with a plumber, you had to buy your own tools, you had to buy your own equipment, you had to buy your own coveralls, you had to buy your own gloves. People don't provide them to you as a rule. And if you're self-employed, it's even a little more enhanced than that. Now, where in this society can you start a business for under $1,000, and get your money back if it doesn't work for you? No one does that. And in this business, it's quite easy to do, and it could make you a 6-figure-a-year income. If you work hard, well, to give you an idea, Chuck worked hard for the last year and a bit, and in his first year, he made $220,000. So he worked very hard. I didn't make $220,000. I didn't work very hard either, mind you. I probably worked not even a tenth of what Chet did, and I probably didn't earn nearly as much as he. So I'm just trying to get you to understand, it's not how much or when you get in or how much somebody else is making that's relevant. It's relevant is what you want, what you see, and how much you want to make. With that being said, in this business, it's not a binary system for those of you network marketing aficionados. It's not there's so many different marketing plans. It's a two-team building systems. One of the things that attracted me, it's one of the things I heard from when I heard Rick Gerald's talk, because he called me after Chuck and trying to get me motivated to do more, et cetera, et cetera. And I really enjoyed that two-team building process, because in other businesses, if you're a great salesperson and you have a great affinity for the product and you like it and you want to get out and talk to people about it, you can enroll people. Sponsoring, they call it in this, or enrolling, and if they buy product and you get a volume of it, and based on their structures, you can go out and enroll 100 people, but if none of them get anybody, you're just a salesman making sales. That's all you're doing. Nothing wrong with salespeople making sales. You still get paid well. However, and in this, it's no different. If you went out and you bought a business builder's pack, and this is what we recommend, because being in business with no product to give people to try, or no product to sell, or no product to share with people to sample, you're just talking. And if you're a good salesman, you might be able to say, yeah, it's really good. Look, I've lost 57 pounds. I'm doing well. And I've done that, actually. But, the majority of people are like me. They're very skeptical. They want to try the product. If the product works, then I'll talk to my wife or my significant other or my friends and my family and see if they think it's something I should do. And some of them people will join, of course. The others are people that are ambitious, like me. I'm ambitiously lazy, though, I must admit that. What I want to do is, just work for a period of time and then take it easy and have a residual income. And if you've never had a residual income before, you don't understand what I'm saying, because if you work linearly, no matter what job you do, if you stop going to work, you stop getting paid. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it was designed. Residual income is very, very common in this industry, and it's very, very doable in this industry. And I'm going to show you how. Now, this is a quick ditty, so I'm not going to get into a lot of detail here. I'm just giving you an overview, because this is how to get started quickly. 1, get back to the person that gave you this. Tell them that, yeah, this sounds really good. I want more information. Then go and see a presentation of the marketing plan, how we pay people. We pay them extremely well. If they're a good salesperson, they can make a good living just going out and selling stuff. If they're a good trainer, they can make a good living training people. If they're good with relationships and people trust them and they want to share stuff with them that they believe in highly, they do well. Ladies do better in this business than in any other business that I've ever seen. Like if you looked at all our diamonds, and our diamonds make a lot of money, or even emeralds make a lot of money, but they they're great at sharing things with people. Oh, it worked for me, it works so well, just try it. That's all we do here all day. You don't have to do it. And the more people you talk to, the more people you share, the more success they have. And then I told a friend, and I told a friend, and I told a friend happens all over. So, number one, if you're serious about this and you want to get started quickly, go to an online meeting. We do them all the time. There's 7 a week going on with our organization alone. Chuck does a couple of the meetings and he does some training, and then Mitch is a guy that likes doing the meetings, and he's got a nice organization in Africa and that, and he's got some really good stuff going on and knows his stuff. He was a mortgage guy for, real estate guy for years and years and years, did extremely well, and today he's got a nice residual income already coming from Valentis. And both of these people do them, and there's other people doing them, John. There's many meetings. We can get you to one of those. So it's online. You can do it at your convenience. You can do it on recording. We're doing everything to make it easier for you. It's just so much easier to do this now than it ever was. And we're using today's technology. So think about this. Fat loss is a big business to be into. Weight loss, look at all the businesses. All these gyms and all these nutritional companies and all these diet programs. Yet when you look around, all these people are overweight. Why? They'll do them for a short period of time and then they'll stop. I trained the majority of my life. I was an elite athlete way back in the day. And, I went up to 287, 200, almost 90 pounds. And I'm 5'11". I'm down to like 245 and I still look, big, but I'm never going to be a small guy unless I really want to go at it. But I really, really wanted to lose weight, and I tried so many ways, but I had to give up everything that I enjoyed. And as you get older, your metabolism slows down, and if you go on 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 diets over your lifetime, you do damage to your metabolic system. And this product enhances and helps that. It improves it and it remedies it. It helps with so many ways. There's 7 different things that it does. I'm not going to get into the details of that, but go to a meeting, get on a meeting, look at a meeting. 1, join. Get pre-enrolled. What pre-enrolled means that while you're looking at this, as other people look at it, they go under you, and you have an opportunity to earn money from their efforts down the road if they ever do anything. If they don't, it doesn't matter. But by being pre-enrolled, and that's what I did with Chuck, and for the first month, I didn't do anything. I just pre-enrolled, and then I bought a can of product to try. And then I really liked it. And then Chuck said, well, it was great that you get in. And now if you do this and this and this, you get a business builders package. And we start building up in Canada, things can. And I said, yeah, well, I like buying the business builders package because it gives me more opportunity to earn money, because you get better fast start bonuses. It's higher for every person you bring into the business at a business builders pack. They started a Ruby, which opens up 5, 6 levels of payment for them, rather than if you start as an IR, it's $20. That's it. You get some websites, you go out and market. And so if you've got either time or money, it's going to take you a lot longer to do it with just going out and recruiting people, and to build up to Ruby or Emerald or Diamond. It takes, for some people, they never get there. For some people, they've done it in a month. Some people have done it in 4 months, 5 months, whatever. Everybody does things at their own pace. That's the beautiful thing about being self-employed. You own it. You do it whatever way you want to do it. But my recommendation is, first of all, become pre-enrolled. If you're really smart, join. Become a business builder right away. Get yourself 16 cans to give to people to try. And that's what I did too when I first got, because everyone would be saying to me, how much does it cost? I said, I don't know. Depends on the dollar and everything like that. I'll tell you what, give it a try for the first month, see if you like it. And if you didn't like it, don't worry about it. And if you want to pay me for it, whatever it costs me, or replace it with a package or sample when you get yours. Even better if you like it. How's that sound? And then it came out with sample packs, which we have a 6-day experience now, and that's a whole different world. And we can tell you more about that later. But you want to come into the Business Builder, and I'll tell you why. It opens up the whole marketing plan to you, and it allows you 5 levels of payment. And in this business, it isn't binary. You have to have someone on your left side and on your right side in order to be paid. Okay, so if you get involved in this business, payments are cycles, so the volume gathers on both sides. And a lot of people think of it as a binary system where one leg grows faster than the other. And it's true, because you have an enroller leg and then you have a builder leg. Now, a builder leg is what you do, and your enroller leg is all the people above you and keep bringing people in. In most businesses, you don't pay on that. In this one, you do, and it all accumulates. And you can actually make money with one leg. And I can show you how to do that too. But the premise, the big money is being made by people who develop 2 teams, okay? Because there's caps on this. So to become a diamond, you have to have 15,000 on this side, 15,000 on that side, or at least 10% on one of the sides. So you have 1,500 and 15,000 that you personally, from you down, introduced, not just your upline, but you actually have to contribute that. So the builders have to contribute. And that's a very, very important part of this, because whether they like it or not, they're forced to help you rather than just go off and keep enrolling and rolling and rolling. Because that's the way it always worked with other systems. It doesn't work that way with this. And I can get into more details with that with you if you have a modicum of experience or knowledge in the networking game. I'd be happy to help you with that. But get started, get a Business Builders pack. Personally, get 16 cans. Why? 1 month supply. If they even have 2 coffees a day within 2 weeks, they've lost 7 to 10, 15 pounds. They know this works. If it takes a month, then it takes a month, but that's how it happens. So if 3 of those people out of the 16, if you keep a couple of cans for yourself, that's 2 a day, two a day coffees for you, but you're going to lose 15, 20 pounds. For $575 US, you'd do that anyway. You'd go to Son & Bello, get it cut off of you, or you'd go to Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig. But this is, you have the benefit of that. The other advantage of buying a Business Builder pack right up the front is that you get a 90-day cancellation. So if you didn't think it was for you, didn't like the product, your mother didn't want you to do it, or whatever that may be, you can quit. And whatever you have that's unused, sellable product, you can send back to the company and they will give you a refund for it. Only on your first order, okay? So if you're going to start by buying a Business Builders pack. Give it to some people to try. Say, do you know anybody who likes coffee? Oh, I like coffee. You know anybody who needs to lose weight? I could use some few pounds. So if I gave you a product to try and you lost weight and it made you feel good, and it's coffee or cocoa, would you think you would share that with other people? Yeah. And would you mind if we paid you for that? No, I'd love to know more about that. Well then, here, try this. And that's it. That is all we do, day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out. Stay with the coffee, stay with the cocoa. Coffee is the second most consumed product on earth next to water. Look at all the shops all over, Starbucks, Tim Hortons, down stateside, Dunkin' Donuts, all the shops everywhere, McAfee, blah, blah, blah. And also, weight loss is one of the billions and billions of dollar industry. If everybody, it was working for everybody, everybody'd be thin and no one would be going to these. This has been going on since I was a little boy. Gyms and supplements and weight loss programs forever. But imagine if you just drank coffee and lost weight, 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 shared, drank coffee, lost weight, shared, draw. Then there was 2, then there was 4, then there was 8, then there was 16, then there was 32. And they could be anywhere in the world where we do business, where 170 some countries we ship to, and we're just striking a deal with DHL to have it from warehouse to home within 4 days. And none of this was happening when I first started. Anyway, if you liked what you saw here, get back to the person that invited you. And if you have any questions, please get back to us. We'll be happy to answer to you. Don't ask other people. They don't know. Yeah, I heard about that. I've tasted that. No, you haven't. Because first thing when Chuck approached me, I had friends that were in Gano, Excel, and other different companies. I won't get into who they were. And I said, no, buddy, I'm not interested. I've tasted, you have never tasted this. And, okay, seriously, that's why we have to sample. That's why we give people samples to try. Anyway, talk to you later. Steve Petersky. Bye.